now listening to Lauer Road Radio.
Hey, welcome one and all to the #1 podcast, winter, spring, and fall. Talking sports for the thrill of it all. Hey, talking life, but we're killing it all. Jason and Dan with the master plan. These are dangerous men with the mic in the hand. Ha. Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. Yeah. Dad light, thug light, bright lights in sight. All right. What? Bonafide winners everywhere that we go. You're a part of the team.
Lauer Radio.
Let's get it.
What? At Tanagra, when the walls fell. This is Dan Owings coming at you another time for Lauer Road Radio with my co-host, as always, Jason. And then we got Preston here. He's the information czar. Jesse is incognito. No, he's not incognito. He's persona non grata. And Stella is on the ones and zeros. Harrison, he just completely quit on us.
I think Harrison's done. He put in his time.
I get it.
He did say he doesn't want to be here if he's not doing something.
What does he think Jesse's here for?
So, a couple things right off the bat.
He just watches Jesse every week. He's like, I'm not going to be that.
I don't want to grow up to be that. No, I think he's okay if he's running the equipment. But if Stella's running the equipment, he didn't like sitting in the guest chair.
He didn't.
No, that's not a Harrison thing.
Sure. Whatever.
So a couple things real quick.
Yeah.
As we record, Donald Trump is being arrested right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. So he said he would turn himself in at 7:30.
Okay.
So here's the thing. As we record, Preston, I'm going to need you to monitor Twitter.
Got it.
Because we need to see a mugshot.
X.
Okay. Now, here's the thing. Here's what's wild to me. I'm sorry, X. Here's what's wild.
Mm-hmm.
The Trump lovers can't wait.
And there are many.
I am one.
Mm-hmm.
They cannot wait until they have a mugshot on a T-shirt.
Yeah.
I will wear that.
Sure you will.
And I'll be proud of it.
It's like both sides are excited about this moment.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The negative, the people that hate Trump, they can't wait to wear the same T-shirt. Some manufacturer is going to have the same T-shirt.
This is uniting America. Yeah.
Wait, I think we actually have it.
Are you for real?
I'm serious. Is it by an official? Like,
can you
it's
save the
Uber
picture
fax?
and text it to us?
Yeah.
Yeah, text it to us.
Yeah.
So I'm excited. I can't wait.
So we could start by talking about that. We're not a political podcast.
No.
That's not why we exist. Other podcasts exist for the sake of politics. Some of them good, some of them not so good, most of them not so good.
Yeah.
But we'll get into it every once in a while. We're not trying to hide our opinion. Yeah.
It's unconfirmed, but Uberfax posted it.
Okay.
Well, Uber facts.
Well,
so
I mean, it's not Uber false.
It's true. But it's the most trending thing.
Yeah,
it's the most trending thing on X right now.
Okay,
it was
great.
the first thing.
Oh, yeah.
Is that real? That
It's
looks
Uber
AI.
facts, though.
That looks like AI.
So
Yeah.
it looks like a they're trying to make it look like a mugshot.
Yeah, I don't know.
don't know.
Uberfax posted
I don't
it,
think that's
so
real.
I don't know if it's real. It's unconfirmed, and
I don't think that's
the
real.
link underneath
I don't
it,
think that's
so.
real.
I choose to believe that it is. I don't know. You never know anymore.
That is true.
You know?
You do never
Truth
know.
is stranger than fiction.
Yeah.
So did you watch the debate last night?
Yeah, I watched commentary on the debate.
So I got a couple things to say about it. First of all, I fully recognize that I am not the most politically informed person.
Correct.
I'm just not. Doesn't mean that I don't have opinions, and I don't know when that stopped anybody from sharing their opinions. So
Yeah, sure.
I might as well just jump in
Just
there
jump right in.
with everybody else.
Your opinion is just as opinionated as the next guy.
Or as valid.
Well, I wasn't going to say valid.
It probably is.
It's equally as opinionated.
And uneducated, and it's as valid as to say it's...
So an opinion is basically how you feel.
Mm-hmm.
Would you not say that? Because everybody's looking at information.
Mm-hmm.
Some are more informed. Some are less informed. Ultimately, you're saying what you feel about this.
Sure. I can say that. Yeah. I'll
So what do
agree
you
with that.
feel?
First of all, I was like, oh, I'll watch the debate. And then I lost steam real quick. And I was like, I forgot about it. And then, so I thought, well, I went for a walk that night. And I thought, well, I'll pull it up and I'll try to watch it on. I couldn't.
Yeah.
Like all I could
exclusively
find,
on Fox News.
All I could find was commentary on it. And
Right.
all of the commentary I didn't agree with.
Yeah.
And so I pulled up the Daily Wire's page. And they did this backstage event,
Yeah.
and they were leading up to the debates, and they
Right.
were talking about all of the different people, and then Trump with the Carlson thing, which is Trump is. I mean, it's hilarious what he did with.
Yes.
I mean, it's a total. To say it's a double middle finger, like, is actually it was. I think it was a triple middle finger.
No, it was a double. Tucker and Trump.
Yeah, well, so it was the one middle finger was I'm not going to your debate.
Right.
The second one is I'm going to release something on Twitter at the exact same time as the debate.
It was recorded prior.
Yeah.
It was not live.
And the third middle finger is all. And by the way, it's with Tucker Carlson,
the guy that you just fired.
The greatest asset you had.
Yes.
That you just fired. You know, it was a total flex.
Yeah.
So
They actually started 5 minutes before the debate.
Oh, did they?
They did.
So
It's
I was
fantastic.
gonna watch. I was gonna watch it, but then I didn't. I still would like to listen to it.
Yeah.
But I tell you what, I was listening to the guys at the Daily Wire, and here's what bothers me. I just wish that they would just flat out come out and say, we don't like Trump, we
Yeah.
like DeSantis.
Right.
But they're not saying that. They're just, they actually...
They talk around it.
Yes, and I feel like they're guilty of the same thing that the liberal media is guilty of, because when they talk about Trump and when they talk about people that support Trump, they talk down to them.
Yeah.
Like they're morons.
Yeah.
You know?
Deplorables.
They do. And
the
I
Daily Wire
expect
guys
it-
are smarter than us.
I expect it from PMSNBC. Okay, like I expect that. That's an old thing from that's a Rush thing.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Rush used to say that. I expect it from CNN. I expect
Yeah.
it from all of those. Totally, I see it coming.
Yeah,
You know.
yeah.
But these guys,
Yeah.
they're smarter than us.
They are.
They're smug.
Uh-huh.
And you can vote for Trump, and sure, I'll vote for Trump if it's between him and Joe Biden or something. But like, I know, I understand, and
Right.
you know, in there's an air of like a dripping arrogance off of
Oh,
them
yeah.
that I found quite distasteful, to
Yep.
be honest with you. And then the only other guy, and once again, full disclaimer, I don't know what I'm talking about.
That's
okay?
true. Yeah.
The only other guy in the field that I'm like, this guy's not a politician like Trump. That's what I like about Trump.
Vivek.
Is Vivek. And they don't like that guy.
Yeah.
They were talking about him. I mean, they said that every word that comes out of his mouth is nonsense or something like that. It's like, this guy is so much more accomplished
Yes.
than any of you.
Correct.
He's hyper educated.
Right.
He's all of the things
Yeah.
that you are, like in a lot of ways, except
Right.
more successful.
If he wasn't in politics, he could be on Daily Wire.
They'd love to have him on Daily Wire if he wasn't. You know what I mean? And they're talking about him
Yeah.
like it's just
And
so.
for the record, it's Vivek like cake.
I thought it was
not
Vivek.
No, it's Vivek.
Vivek.
Vivek
Okay.
Ramaswamy.
I knew Ramaswamy. Can we ever have a President Ramaswamy? Could
Well,
that-
even worse than Vivek Ramaswamy, which is hard to pronounce, he's also a vegan.
yeah, and I do have that issue with him.
I will not vote for a vegan.
You won't-
No,
well-
I'll vote Democrat before I vote vegan. No, you won't. Yeah, I will. You watch me.
Joe Biden versus.
I will vote Joe Biden
Vivek.
over a vegan.
Okay.
All right.
I will not apologize for it either.
I wanna
Do you
know-
have updates?
He did give a speech.
Okay.
When Trump.
Trump.
When he went to the.
Did he get a mugshot?
He did not, but I want to show you something fun that's almost as good as a mugshot.
Okay.
It's somebody pretending to be Trump with a mugshot.
Okay, okay, send it.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
I mean, it's captivating audio.
This is captivating. I got other stuff to talk about. We don't need to talk about.
Okay, so
politics.
something else I need to address.
Oh, that's pretty good. I like
Send
that.
it to me. Where is it?
It's in the group chat.
It's pretty good. I like that.
Says, "Oh nah, they done got my boy Black Trump too." Okay, there it is.
Is that a famous guy? Or
I
is
have
it just,
no idea.
Cam
I'm just
Giovanni?
scrolling through and I found it.
It's a black guy with a Donald Trump wig.
Yeah,
Yep.
and making a Donald Trump face.
Yeah,
So-
it's pretty
pretty
great.
solid.
It's pretty great.
and it's not like, just to put a bow on this, it's not like I'm like, Trump is the greatest president of all time.
He's got many flaws.
You know,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, I see him, as a person, but I like the fact that he's not a politician.
Yeah.
And he says what we're all thinking.
Yes.
And the reasons, some of the people that like him, sure, they're uneducated. But a lot of the people, Joe Biden's uneducated. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of the people on both sides are uneducated.
Okay, for the record, I don't like anybody. I don't like any of these people.
No.
I really don't. I don't like any of them, Republican or Democrat.
Chris Christie.
He's the worst. He is the worst.
He heard that it was Vivek like cake, and he tried to eat them.
True story. Fact check it.
Yeah, it's on Uber Facts.
It's on Uber Facts. So something else we need to try. Let's get off of politics because that's
It's
depressing.
over. Whatever.
We've already had people tune out.
They've already decided who's going to win the election anyway. Why not?
Everybody already knows who they're going to vote for. So there's no debating anything.
Jesse,
Okay.
you're not allowed to comment on this. Jesse's commenting on the
Stop it.
text. You're not in the room,
he's not
Jesse.
here.
I thought we got rid of him on that text chain.
Well, you
I
try.
added him back in. Just
All
for
right.
that.
We
Anyway,
switched phone numbers and got in. Okay, so we have a large number of people, including Carol and Mr. Giblets, among others on Twitter,
okay.
who strongly dislike our intro music. They skip through it.
Really?
They don't listen. And I've said it's 42 seconds.
Yeah, right.
Literally, we time
Sure.
it. It's 42 seconds by the time we hit play.
I skip it.
You don't even listen?
When I listen to the podcast, I skip it. I get right to the good stuff. I like the music.
I do too. Everybody says. Everybody says it needs to be 7 seconds or less.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Man.
Well, that's not going to happen. You have a 30-second plus button. Press it twice, and we're already talking.
Yeah, but if you press it twice, you miss the opening. You miss the. At Tanagra, when the walls
You know what I
fell.
mean? Like, I don't know. So what? Or just press it once and deal with 15 seconds of it or whatever.
The
like
math doesn't really.
it doesn't matter. Just or slide the thing forward. Or you know what? I don't really give a crap. But we're gonna play Dave's song until the day I die. You're gonna have to pry Dave's song out of my cold dead hand before we take it
What
off the
if
podcast.
a major network, Daily Wire, The Blaze? What if one of these guys came to us and said, "Whatever, listen, it doesn't matter who it is."
Okay.
If they came to us and they said, "We love your show. It's fantastic. This is exactly what we need on our network."
Sure.
We want you.
I assume backroom conversations
Yes.
are already being had.
It's being had right now. So, if they said you're on, we will pay you unlimited amounts of money. We just need to change the intro.
See you later, Dave.
Yeah, me too.
I mean, if real money, unless Dave wants to counter with,
a bigger offer.
Yeah, I mean,
He pays us $50 million to play his intro.
He can sign us or whatever. Like, I will go to the highest bidder. So,
You sound like a politician.
but they don't say it though.
Oh,
that's
that's-
why
that's
they
true.
do that.
We're very open about
but
it.
they won't say it. Yes, we're very open about it. I need to make an apology. Is that
Yeah,
good
no,
with
that was done.
the music stuff? Okay. We really appreciate your opinions, everyone. I need to make it's just a slight apology. When we're wrong, we admit it, Jason. We will stand up and we will admit when we were wrong.
Okay.
Error. I did not. I am not a very good swimmer. So anyway, speaking of swimming, last week my Netflix suggestion of the week.
Yeah. The
I-
deep dive.
Yeah, I said it was The Longest Breath, but actually the name of the show is The Deepest Breath, and I want to apologize for that. It's embarrassing. I take full responsibility if anybody was offended by my mistake. I apologize for that, and I hope that through this, that my wife and kids, they're standing by my side during this
Who called you out?
difficult time. Actually, I called myself out when I was writing the
The description.
description because I was like, is breath with an E or not? And I couldn't remember. And so I pulled it up on Netflix. I was like, what? It's not the longest breath. It's the deepest breath. So,
Back on the Trump thing.
Yes.
I guess the mugshot will be released tomorrow.
Okay.
okay, there will be a mugshot tomorrow.
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be
I'm excited.
Excellent. That's public record, right? It
It's
has to be
public record.
released.
Yep,
and if
it
they
has to
do
be.
arrest him, there has to be a mugshot.
I think they could bypass that. We all know what he looks like.
No, you got to do a mugshot.
What
He wants the mugshot,
He
by the
does
way.
want the mugshot.
Yeah.
I want a mugshot on a mug.
Come on.
Easy.
Easy.
We can
peasy.
make this happen. Somebody's doing it. Somebody's
now.
Just waiting.
Copy
Somebody's
and
just
paste.
Waiting breathlessly. Refreshing
Yeah.
until they get that picture, and they're going to put it right on a mug, and they're going to sell it tomorrow.
Yeah. How soon? So we have some Trump people in Marion with booths selling stuff all
Trump
the time,
people.
flags and they sell gear.
Yeah, I think they're called trumpets. The Trump people, right?
I don't know. Deplorables is what I like to say.
Sure.
How soon?
Do you honk your horn when you go by them?
Yeah, and I do this and the whole thing.
You do what?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And how soon before we actually see in person a T-shirt with a Trump mugshot?
Oh, they're gonna have a printing press ready.
I think by this weekend.
1
they'll-
week?
1 week,
I
if
thi-
that.
I
7
think
days?
By this weekend, you'll be able to go to one of those stands and
get it.
some stuff. Yeah.
Like a hat, mug, shirt.
I will get one of everything.
Sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Can you ever
Slippers.
remember a presidential candidate like continuing to have that much, like that they've been able to set up stands for the last 4 years?
Yeah. He's not even president.
Yeah. It's crazy.
And people are still buying his stuff.
Yes, they
Yeah.
love it.
Yeah. The guy that sells honey at 229.
And 23.
Yeah, 23.
I bought a watermelon from him the other day.
I bought honey from him the other day.
I asked him. I said, lately it's a swing and a miss on the watermelons. I said, I'm not doing it. He said, which one? I said, I want to help me pick out a good one. Is this a good one? He's like, mm-mm. I was like, oh, okay. I was like, and I was like, was hovering my hand.
Yeah.
He's like, mm-mm. 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 Yeah. He's like, that's the one right there. That's a good one. It was,
It was the most expensive one he had.
it was okay.
Yeah, I stopped and I got the honey, and he's wearing a Trump hat.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you know what? I just want to support small business. He's
Oh,
like,
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. He
That's all
doesn't care.
No, he doesn't care. The Trump hat could all be fake.
I think it might be.
Yeah.
I
He
think-
knows his audience.
I think I heard him listening to Jim Acosta when I pulled up. I was like,
Wait
is
a
that Jim
second.
Acosta's Jim Podcasta is the name of his podcast?
Is that real?
No, but I just made it up.
That's pretty good if it's
pretty good.
Jim Podcasta.
Jim Podcasta.
That's pretty good.
Yeah. Also, if he ever wants to open up an Italian restaurant,
What would that be?
it could be Jim Good Pasta.
So stupid. So you brought the Elgin South yearbook.
Yeah, we've been going through something unpredictable, and in the end is right. I hope you have the time of your life. I've been going down memory lane.
Yeah.
And we've been going through some boxes, and I found the 88, I think? 87, 88 Elgin South Elementary yearbook
Yeah.
for the Stella. You got that on the camera there. I found two of them. So one of them is mine, and then I gave you the other one.
Yeah.
And, just flipping through it, a lot of good memories. Don't remember almost any of these people. So, so I did that. That was the thing. And so I brought it for you because but you remember things.
I remember all those people.
I don't remember any of them.
Yeah.
I'm going to remember Brandon and Andy.
The three amigos.
That was us. Jason, I was scrolling on Facebook the other day. I tell you what, that Facebook algorithm, it's really got me nailed. Like, it knows what I like.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Have you seen the goats
The
eating
shorts.
the shrubbery and the ditches? Have you seen that yet?
I don't know if I've seen that.
That's pretty great.
Well,
You can hire goats to clean up debris around your place.
Oh, yeah, you were telling me about that.
Yeah. Has it
Okay.
popped up on your thing yet?
No, it hasn't popped up.
Okay.
And I guess it's like if you ever watch a video all the way through, they're like, he liked this. We're going to give him more. You know what I mean? Like, and at some point, I think I must have, I don't know if you've ever seen those videos. Like, I love to watch pipes get cleared, Have you ever seen
I've not gone down that road.
Have you ever seen the video
No.
where it's like under the ditch pipe, like the drainage pipe?
Oh, and it pokes through.
and it's the
yeah.
tire on the end of the. Have you seen that? The guy puts a tire on the end of a chain
And pulls it through.
and it completely open, and then
Yeah.
water starts flowing. It's super satisfying. Yes, I mean, yeah, that.
You got all that pipe clean.
Facebook has decided that if there's a clogged pipe somewhere, this guy wants to see it drained. So I'm watching this guy, and he's like, yeah, someone called me out here to, clear out this pipe. The toilet's backed up inside, so let's go ahead and take a look at it. And and he's outside, and he pulls it off, and And he used a phrase that made me so happy. And it just, he goes, oh, there we go, the forbidden brownie. There it is. He called it the forbidden brownie. and here, and I laughed about that hard. That's about how I couldn't stop laughing. I was embarrassed about how much I laughed. And here's what I love about the forbidden brownie.
Yeah.
Okay. Is because you could call it all sorts of things, but to call it the forbidden brownie, there's an implication that, boy, I want to try that, but I can't. It's forbidden.
Yeah.
I'd love to. I'd love to give it a shot because, oh man, I'd love to try that, but it's forbidden. The forbidden brownie made me so happy.
Yeah.
This guy had like 7 phrases that were pretty funny.
Yeah.
But he goes, oh, there it is, the forbidden brownie. And I just lost it. It was so funny to me. It really
That's pretty
cracked
great.
me up.
So, and Facebook recorded you laughing.
Yeah, probably.
So you're going to get more of that.
Yeah, I just bring me more of that guy. You know, he's fire. Like his channel is amazing.
Does he happen to live in Ohio?
I should have saved it.
Can we get him on?
It looked like it could have been Ohio, but I don't know. It's hard to say.
Did he have an accent?
He could have had that country Southern Ohio accent.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking
I know
about?
that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's strong in Marion. I don't know. I still don't know why somebody so far north as us in Marion has a Southern accent. It's pretty common all throughout the city.
We have a large population from Kentucky
In West Virginia, down on the
and
holler.
West Virginia. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, the forbidden brownie made me laugh. I enjoyed it. So
I keep on seeing the videos, and I watch them all the way through, is when they build the little hut out in the middle of the...
come on, those guys.
Now, there's the jungle variety that, like, little kids are doing it with mud. But then there's the guy in the woods, you know, with the little hatchet, and he's doing a little shelter, little bunker type of thing.
Yeah.
I love those.
Well, it's
I really want to build one.
It's one of those videos. It's perfect because it's short enough that you're like, I can watch this.
Yeah.
You know, like this is not a 30-minute time commitment.
It's like a 5-minute video.
It's like 5 minutes.
Yeah.
And not only now am I committed where I want to see the end, I don't even want to fast forward.
Right.
I want to see the whole thing happen.
Yeah.
You know? And as you're watching it, like, I think I could do that. You know
I think that all the time. I think that all the time.
So Michaela tells me that that's all fake. She says that, you know, they're not. I'm like, but I watched him build it. I was like, I saw him do it. She's like, no, they do a little shot, and then they come in with their tools, and then they show them again, and you know, she said that's not what it is. It's all fake.
But some of that stuff is time lapse.
Yeah,
and it's sped up.
This is what I was telling her.
Like I watched a guy plank a whole roof with shingles off of tree bark.
Oh yeah,
and
Love
it was
that.
a time lapse. So it had to be real.
It had to be real.
That's what I get in my video feed right now. I get a lot of that.
Yeah.
So a lady at work today, tell me if you've ever heard this phrase. She's getting ready to go to the dentist, and she took some pills, and she said, they told me I have to take my pre-meds before I go to the dentist.
Okay.
And I said, well, wouldn't it just be meds? Why is it pre-meds? The pre-meds that you're taking are actually meds.
Yeah.
Am I crazy to think that? Have you ever heard that term pre-meds?
I've never.
I feel like I've heard it. I feel like
I don't understand.
I did that when I got my wisdom teeth pulled. They gave me medicine to take before I got there.
But it would just be, I got to take my meds, not my pre-meds.
I guess.
Maybe it's pre-meds because you're doing it before whatever you're doing.
Your
Maybe that's-
pre-appointment meds.
Yeah, maybe.
But not not pre-medication because it's
But it's premeditated.
premeditated medication. Okay. That could be. That
It's like the
checks out.
difference between murder and manslaughter. Isn't it funny that the lesser version is manslaughter?
Yeah, you would think that'd be worse.
That sounds way worse. Murder, it's like, oh, it's not good. It's like,
Yeah, but
what about manslaughter? Oh, jeez.
What, you
No,
slaughtered a man?
No, that's better. That's much better.
No, I just murdered 3
You're going to go to
guys.
jail for like 5 years for manslaughter. Murder? No, that's different.
Yeah, put you in for a while.
Manslaughter. Manslaughter.
How many men did you slaughter?
Yes,
Like
I
2 or
mean,
3.
what is the look up the word slaughter. I feel like slaughter implies,
Brute force?
well, honestly, I I would have thought that it implied eating.
It does.
Yeah.
Oh, read
Kill
the
for
definition.
food.
Kill for food.
Kill for food.
Manslaughter.
Yes.
Yes.
So why do they call it?
Jeffrey Dahmer would be manslaughter.
Exactly.
Well, he'd be the prime suspect for manslaughter,
But I think he went for murder.
but yeah, no, they.
If anybody deserved
It's like,
manslaughter,
listen, guys, textbook definition here.
this is manslaughter.
This is manslaughter.
that should have been his defense.
I like
I didn't murder anybody.
Just open up a dictionary, be like, kill for food. You know.
I like how the second thing is just the band Slaughter from the 80s.
Okay, yeah.
What about
It's like-
Webster Slaughter? The
Oh yeah, wide receiver for the Cleveland Browns,
Yeah, we-
1988.
we saw him play basketball in Marion.
Fantastic.
And he was
Shoot
good.
the three.
He could dunk too.
Yeah.
I was like, he can dunk. Why isn't he in the NBA? Turns out, what I didn't know when I was 5 is that all black guys can dunk. I thought it was just basketball players. But turns out,
It's true. Checks out. That checks out.
I mean, a higher percentage anyway than white.
There's no doubt.
What do you think the actual percentage of males of every race? Let's just break down race by race.
Okay.
Okay. Males aged 25, let's
Okay.
say. How many percentage wise can dunk? Whites.
2.
2%?
Yeah.
Whew, that's pretty high.
You think that's high?
You think you line up 100 people,
2 people could dunk.
2 of them can dunk?
Yeah.
In a white
25-year-olds.
Yeah.
You know,
I don't
I
think
think
so.
it's less.
I think it's less.
No, I think it might be like 3 or 4.
Oh,
Percent?
no, it's not 3 or 4.
No.
Out of like 100 people.
Yeah, maybe
You
2.
think 3 or no?
I
don't.
think 1 is a guaranteed.
We're not talking about like basketball players. I'm talking about
we're talking
all people.
Just all 25-year-old. Are we talking man and women?
Men. Come on.
Are they?
We're not, nobody can. Nobody. The best women players in the world
Just
can't dunk.
Percentage-wise, it's going to drop drastically.
Yeah. No. Obviously,
Just
women.
cut that in half.
Have you seen that guy on YouTube? He got in really big trouble because he bought 2 front row tickets to a
Yes,
WNBA game,
yeah.
and he took a blanket and a pillow and he fell asleep. It was so funny. He got kicked out. Anyway,
Well, I actually found. Hold on.
okay, percentage of, because I feel
Okay,
like 25 is about, that's
let's
like kind
guess.
of peak.
25. Oh, age.
Yeah, that's about.
It's like college age.
Yeah, let's say college age
Yeah.
men. You know, I don't think it's 2%.
You think it's 1?
I think if you line up 100 people, I think you're doing good to find 1 out of 100 that can dunk a basketball.
White guys.
Because I mean, you couldn't dunk a basketball.
I could dunk a tennis ball.
Well, we're not talking about dunking a tennis ball. We're talking about dunking a basketball. You know,
Yeah.
like I'm just saying, it's not. I think it's like 0.1% maybe.
Like 1 in 1,000.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of white people out there, man. You know, you're gonna hit thousands and thousands at a time that cannot.
That is true.
And there are more obese white people than any other race. Well,
Put that on the back burner.
okay, we won't even discuss that. We don't need to get into that.
So
What's your?
I would say in recent years,
The
there are
numbers-
more obese people than not.
Sure.
Like
yeah.
when we were kids, like
Is obesity on the rise? Yeah,
literally and figuratively.
swelling. What do you got?
So there was a high school.
Wait, are we gonna guess the other races first? Do you have all the races or just whites?
Or it's just whites.
Okay. Tell us the white.
Give us the white number.
All right. So there was a school of about 1,200 people.
Okay.
Around like 800 of them are white.
Okay.
It's at about 0.4%.
Yeah.
Could dunk.
Yeah.
So 4 out of 1,000.
Yeah. Honestly, that's kind of where I am.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Black guys.
Half.
I think it's a little low. I want to say like 75%.
No.
I think
no. I can't.
No, it's not. But it's
7.
so. You think it's 7%? You
7
think
in
you get
100?
100 black guys out there. 7 of them can dunk. That might be accurate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Asians.
Asian people.
0.
Oh well, Yao Ming can dunk. So it's like 0.0 something.
He's also like 12 foot tall.
Yeah.
Yeah. He doesn't even have to jump.
They save it all up for one guy. What was that one Asian guy that was so popular in the NBA?
Yao Ming?
Yao Ming. There was another dude like went nuts for like 2 years. Played for the Knicks.
Oh, Jeremy.
Yin Yang.
Yeah, something like that.
Have you seen-
Yin Yang?
Have you seen that?
Yeah, Jeremy Yin Yang. That guy.
I think that was his name. Have you seen the How to Name Your?
That was not his name. His name was not Jeremy Yin
I
Yang.
think it was Jeremy Yin Yang.
It was not. Jeremy Lin.
Oh yeah,
That was his name.
I was close. Lin Yin Yang.
Ching tong ting.
Have you seen that How to Name Your Asian
Yes.
Baby? That's the greatest thing on the internet.
I laughed so hard when I saw that.
I think I fell over the first time I
think I
watched
sent it to you.
Yeah, maybe. It was tremendous. No, I mean there's a number of Asians. I would say it's something like 0.001. 1%.
Yeah.
Okay.
1 in 10,000.
Hispanic. They're very short.
As a group of people, very short.
Yeah.
I would say more athletic.
Yeah.
If they climb on top of each other, does that count?
Well, I mean, they climb walls. Mm-hmm. That's proven.
Yeah.
That checks out.
They're better with a weed whacker than we are.
That's true.
Have you seen a Mexican guy use a weed whacker?
Yeah. Have you seen Mexican guys roof a house?
It's nuts.
I know.
Have you seen Mexican guys do drywall? They duct tape stilts together and they work on a 30-foot ceiling and they get it done like that. It's impressive.
At half the price.
Listen, as far as work ethic goes,
Oh, they're the best.
you're going to be hard pressed to find anybody better.
It's Mexican work ethic.
Oh, that's a
Mexicans-
difference.
Well, let's
That's
do
a
it real quick.
Oh, wait a minute. I don't know if I like the way this is going to end.
I'm going to say Mexicans number 1. I think Asians number 2. And then the blacks and the whites are tied.
Oh,
We're
man.
equally lazy.
You think so?
Yeah, there's a lot of lazy people.
And then way back there behind us.
Is what?
We all know. I don't have to say it out loud, right?
I'm not even sure what you're
I don't
suggesting.
I don't need to.
Germans?
Germans, those guys work. Probably because they were taking uppers during the war. That's well documented.
Aborigines. Oh, Indians. You're talking Indians.
Huh?
American Indians.
What?
Okay, we're on the same page. Got it. Loud and clear.
I didn't
Say no more. If you agree, don't say anything right now. Got it.
Okay. I didn't say.
Well,
anything.
I mean, I was reading your mind. I
didn't
wasn't
say
quite there
anything.
yet.
You know, first of all, let us just say, nobody makes fun of white people more than we do. You know,
We do a lot, yeah.
I don't know. There might be some people that make fun of. What are white people the worst at?
Paying taxes.
You think so?
Well, I think they find loopholes.
Yeah.
Not as
Say
much
maybe
as,
they're good at paying taxes if they're finding
Yeah.
all the loopholes.
Yeah.
They're
Maybe.
good at the system.
I don't know. We can move on. It's okay. And we're this close to doing the Mount Rushmore of races, and you know what I mean. That's just.
Well, I feel like we're so close. Well, I think can we just put indigenous people as one of them?
Everyone's indigenous
No,
to somewhere, right?
no,
Yeah.
no.
Yes.
What are we indigenous to?
The North, Europe, probably
But we're not-
eventually Roman, I guess. Like if you go way back.
Yeah, but you go back, we're all the same.
Yeah, colored people living in a tainted world. Colored people, every man, woman, boy, and girl. This,
You want to sing that so bad.
pardon me,
Yeah,
your
I know.
epidermis is showing, mister. I could not help but note your shade of melanin. I tip my cap to the colorful arrangement because I see the beauty in the tones of our skin.
If you know what that is, drop it in the comments. Don't say it. Someone needs to comment that.
Because just the day in the shoes of a colorblind man should make it easy for me to see. All right, I'm done.
Okay. What do you got? Well, I've been dropping stuff.
Okay,
I mean, I got more
just
stuff.
so we're clear, we're not doing the Mount Rushmore of races.
Well, I kind of feel like I want to. I mean, basically, it's white, black, Asian, indigenous people.
Wait a minute. Who did you just offend? Wait a minute. So
Who did I miss?
I don't know. I mean, Hispanics.
Oh, yeah. They're up there.
Yeah, well, they're Spanish origin, like Spanish and native. Like that's the problem.
They're a hybrid.
It's hard to do the indigenous. I mean, the Mount Rushmore of races because eventually it's all back to Adam and Eve, my friend. Or Noah, really, right?
Yeah.
Or Gilgamesh, if you're one of those guys.
Yeah.
I can talk.
I mean, I got stuff, and we're like at 35 minutes. We got to be hitting the Netflixing soon.
Okay.
You want to do Netflix?
Let's just go ahead and do the Netflix. Let's do it.
Netflix, watch these shows of those. Netflix, or maybe Hulu Plus. Netflix, watch these shows with us. Netflix.
So these people that gave their opinion about the opening song, did they say anything about this song?
They've said nothing about the Netflix.
Come on. They like it.
They hate
Maybe they want a link in it, you know?
Nobody wants a link in it.
I could make an extended version. Jason, what is your Netflix suggestion of the week?
I watched this. Well, I should say it this way.
Okay, please.
Last night.
Just make sure you get your words right, okay? Just think about what you're going to say, and then say it, okay?
Last night,
Uh-huh.
I got home. I gathered the family around.
As you do.
As I do. And I said, we are going to launch Disney Plus on the Roku app and watch. I'm not going to say it right. Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
How do you not?
I don't
You're
know.
a Star Wars fan.
Listen, there was a lot of debate in my house what that word was.
Ahsoka.
Ahsoka.
There's also a song called Ahsokan Farewell that is on the Ken Burns Civil War podcast. That's one of my favorite songs of all time.
Civil War.
Civil War.
Okay.
1853. Civil War. 1847. Sorry. Continue.
And I made it 7 minutes before I fell asleep.
Really?
Yeah, I could not get into it.
Ooh.
And I don't know why. I like Star Wars.
I love Star Wars. I like Ahsoka. Have you watched it?
I have not. I watched the first 5 minutes, and then my child decided he did not like it.
What a brat.
Yeah, no.
I
Gotta replace
was going to watch it the other
Yeah,
day.
yeah.
Eric and I, we sat down, and I said, Ahsoka came out. We were going to watch it. We like Ahsoka in our house. There's an audiobook that we
I've
listened to.
to it.
It's a good one.
It is good.
Anyway, and you still don't know how to say her name.
Ahsoka.
You listen to the whole thing.
I get it confused. I got to see it in my head.
Sure. So we were very excited about it, but Michaela was in the room, and we're like, Michaela, 'cause she loves Ahsoka.
Yeah.
And she's like big into Clone Wars and all of that stuff.
Of course.
And she said, well, I don't want to watch it without Levi. I want to watch it with Levi. And I was like, well, it could be like a month and a half or 2 months before,
It might
like-
not ever happen.
And she's like, no, I'm going to watch it with Levi. So then then she was in the living room. So we're like, so we'll just watch Castle again. And so we watched Castle. So I haven't seen it yet.
What would be funny is if Levi watched it without her.
I know. And that's what we just pray will not happen because it'll crush her. So you watched, you can't make it your suggestion. You can't say it's good or bad. Or I guess you can say it was not captivating to you.
To me, it wasn't captivating. I fell asleep.
Was it slow? Or just wasn't
I just
captivating?
couldn't get into it. I don't know what it was.
Okay.
I mean, there's the first 7 minutes is
I'll probably make it my suggestion next week, and I'll give more.
a full breakdown.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I'm going to try it again.
Okay.
I'm going to give it a good
I think
shot.
you should.
Yeah.
I like her. I think it was a good casting. I liked her in Mandalorian.
For the
I thought she was great.
For them, I don't like her as an actress.
I like her as a friend.
Like Rosario Dawson.
Rosario Dawson.
Yeah, something like
I mean, I like her, but I don't like her.
Yeah, like you wouldn't like her so much you'd like to like.
Like if I was like yes, no, maybe, I'd do maybe.
If she was like next in line after someone bought your meal, would you buy her meal?
No.
Oh, okay.
I never do that anyway. She should be buying my meal. She makes more money than I do.
For the most part, I like the Star Wars franchise on all the new stuff.
What else was she in? She was in Avatar.
I don't know.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
She's in a bunch of stuff.
She's in a lot of stuff. She was in
She
a lot
was
of the
in,
Netflix Marvel stuff.
She was
in a lot of
probably in
that.
Wakanda.
She's a flaming liberal.
Most of them were. What's that?
Liberal.
Really?
Yeah, like obnoxiously so.
Aren't they all? Who's
Yeah.
not?
Well, Gina Carlissimo.
Isn't that the
Whatever her name
coach to UConn?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay.
Gino
Carlissimo.
Carlissimo.
I think it
coaches
was.
the UConn women basketball.
And he's good.
He is very good.
Mm-hmm.
Not a liberal.
He's not?
I don't know.
Bobby Knight's not a liberal.
No.
And and he would never coach women's basketball.
Is he
either.
alive? Did he
I
die?
don't know.
Look that up.
Look it
Bobby
up.
Knight.
Bobby Knight, is he still with us? If not, we're going to have to observe a moment of silence for Bobby Knight.
I'm glad I didn't type in that typo.
Booby Knight?
Yeah, they almost.
I was trying to figure it out. My Netflix suggestion.
You're going to get a whole different set of Google images on that one.
Speaking of Star Wars,
Yeah.
Jason,
Uh-huh.
my Netflix suggestion of the week stars
Ooh.
Adam Driver.
Oh, hey, I watched that.
65.
Yep.
What did you think?
It was better than what I thought it was going to be.
I thought it was captivating.
I went in with a B minus.
Oh, sure. Yeah,
Expectation.
Me too. Yeah, which is the best thing a movie can have is low expectations.
B minus.
Yeah.
Slightly above average.
Yeah.
And I think it was slightly above that.
It was
B plus.
I thought it was very it was one of the movies, one of those movies that once it takes off, it's 30 seconds don't go by before we're like, oh my goodness,
Right.
I mean, when can these people catch a break?
You're running away from dinosaurs. And
Did you cry?
no. No.
Anyway, the movie's called 65. It is placed in
65 million years ago.
65, if you believe in that sort of thing. It was,
They said the universe is 25 billion years older than they thought.
yeah.
Did you know that?
Here's the thing, Jason.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's just theorize. When they say that the universe, first of all, let's say the universe, they think it's 100 billion years old. Okay.
Yeah.
Whatever. Just
Okay.
random number.
Yeah.
Was that? How do you know that? I mean, how could you say? Well, because of the expansion of the universe.
Yeah.
And, we've noticed certain things. So they're basing it upon how things are now. We can tell that things have lasted for this long.
Right.
But if what we're saying, and by we, I mean the good people, if what we're saying is true, and God created everything,
Yeah.
like day 1, 2, 3, 4, and all of a sudden you show up and there's trees, right? There's animals, like he did.
Are you a short Earth guy?
What I'm
A
saying
young
is,
Earth?
like a tree that he created yesterday, they'd say, well, we could cut it down and we can see it's got 300 rings in it. So we
Yeah.
know this tree is 300 years old, but we're like, no, God created it that old. You see what I'm saying?
You
From the
think he
beginning.
would do
So I'm
that?
saying he might have created the universe to be 65. Like he created a mature universe. He didn't create a baby universe.
Why?
He didn't create like,
What? But why would you assume that?
I'm just saying it's possible.
No, I agree. It is possible, but you can't say one way or the other.
I can't say one way
you
or the
can't.
other.
You can't.
But what I'm
assume-
saying, this is on the table.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Okay. That's all I'm saying.
All I want to say
Please,
is
I want you to say what. Please, this is a place where you can be honest and open about whatever you believe.
people assume too much.
Yeah,
People assume too much.
they make assumptions.
That's what they do.
Mm-hmm.
And I honestly believe the Earth could be 10,000 years old.
Okay,
I also believe the Earth could be 10 billion years old.
but if it is 10,000 years old, hypothetically,
Yeah.
let's, for the sake of argument, let's say it's 10,000 years old.
Yeah.
It does stand to reason that God made mountains and
Yeah.
rivers and things that you would look at, like that when he made Adam, he made him a man. You'd be like, well, this guy's 35 years old. He's not one day old. That's like, no, you're wrong. He's one day old.
That's true.
That
is true.
So that's all I'm saying about the universe. We're hitting big subjects tonight. We're talking about Donald Trump. We're talking about the creation of the universe.
Dunking
About races?
basketballs?
The Mount Rushmore of Races. I'm probably not going to name the episode that. I don't know.
That's
Maybe
clickbait.
if I've ever seen it. No, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah.
We are actually, let's do it. Let's do the Mount Rushmore of races. Ready?
Marathon,
Potato sack race.
sprint.
3-legged race.
That's it. Marathon, sprint,
Wait a minute.
potato sack.
Okay, I just feel like there are more epic races. What's like the most epic? I mean, like Indy 500. What's like the most epic race that? Oh, Kentucky Derby, horse races.
Those are all good races.
What's the first like? What do you think the biggest race in the world is? It's probably the Kentucky Derby. Maybe Formula One something. I don't know.
Maybe. Well, like Boston Marathon.
What do you think is the biggest race of all time was what?
Well, what's the origin story of the marathon? Like someone ran 26 miles to tell them that someone's invading their country and they fall over and they die.
And they're like
Battle Marathon, yeah.
Yeah.
the Battle of Marathon.
Yeah.
And who's the guy that ran it?
Nobody knows he died.
Yeah,
Okay, so his name is Sydney or whatever. And somebody was like, "Man, did you hear about Sydney? He ran 26.2 miles in 3 hours."
Yeah.
And they're like, "What?" And then somebody was like, "I can go faster than that." It's like, prove it.
Right.
And then he did it. And the guy's like, "I want to keep up with you just to make sure you're not cheating,"
Yeah.
And then it became a thing.
It became a thing.
Yeah.
So I think marathon is.
Okay, let's say marathon. All right.
I think that's the George Washington.
Okay. I would say horse races. Horse races are a big deal. I mean, they do long horse races. They do short horse races.
I feel like
they
for
do
the sake
seahorse races.
of iconic dog races are a thing, aren't
Yeah.
they?
But
They
I
are.
feel like horse races are bigger than dog races.
Well, horses are bigger than dogs.
I'm going to go see the ponies. I'm going to go bet on the ponies. That's
Yeah,
what they
okay.
say. So horse racing,
Car race.
marathon, car racing.
Yeah.
What else? The whites?
The
Oh, it's a different kind of race. I mean, so it's like basically we're like at human races, human racing,
we're different
foot
species.
race.
Yeah.
What about swimming?
Car. Well, car.
Okay,
So it could be human marathon, human car.
okay.
Or
Yeah.
dog car. What if that was a thing?
Dogs driving a car?
Yeah.
I'd watch it. Wouldn't you?
I would totally
Do you
watch
feel
it.
like you could probably train a dog to drive a car? I
I
mean, the
think-
right dog could be trained to drive a car.
I think so.
Uh-huh.
I mean, I think it would all have to be like upper paws.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think four-legged.
No, you'd have to like kick it and drive for them and then see how far they could get before it crashed.
Set it on cruise control.
Yeah.
And they could just steer.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they could do that. They can play poker.
That's true.
Okay, so
The Mount Rushmore of races.
we're doing the Mount Rushmore of races.
Clickbait.
Yep.
This is clickbait if it ever existed. So human foot races,
Uh-huh. Human car races.
human car races, horse races, which is humans on horses, right?
Well, I don't know if it has to be.
It usually is, though.
It normally is, but I don't think it would have to be.
I don't think it would have to be, but how would they know where to go?
I mean,
Dogs-
How the dogs? I mean,
Would
the
they
The
just
dogs.
go rabbit.
chase the
Yeah.
rabbit.
They chase the
Yeah.
rabbit. Horses don't chase rabbits. I don't think they chase anything. They run from things.
you
Maybe
just
if you
have a
put a
dog
wolf
behind it.
behind them. Yeah, there it is. It just feels like we're missing a big one.
I thought we said one. We
said
said another.
marathon.
Marathon.
Car,
Triathlon.
marathon. Yeah, swimming race. That's a thing.
Rowboat. Sailing. They sail around the world.
Oh, that's a big one.
That's
Sailing.
yeah.
Okay, let's do that. Sailing, because that is a big one.
Yeah.
Horse races.
Uh-huh.
Human foot races. And car races?
Yeah.
Okay, there it is. The Mount Rushmore of races.
Human car races.
Human car races. Mhm.
Yeah, not
Yeah.
dog. Not dog race.
No.
Not dog races. Although I would also watch humans on dogs.
What is the Mount Rushmore of dog races?
It's fun.
White, black, Asian, and Mexican.
That checks out.
Well, I don't know. We're winding down here. I don't know. Do you want me to launch into something else?
I don't know.
Do you
I
got
guess-
stuff?
Yeah.
Let's
How
wait.
good's your stuff?
Pretty good. Let's waste your stuff.
Let's see.
I've been holding on to a couple for a while.
Can I say something serious, or are we?
We can.
Are
This
we
is a
past
good
that?
time to do something serious. We can end seriously.
Okay, so this is actually very serious.
So you don't want me to joke around? Like,
No.
let's just be serious.
Well, I mean, you can if you want. It would
Okay.
be highly improper.
That makes it even funnier.
That is true. So September is National Suicide Prevention Month,
Okay.
and this is for real. This is not a joke. I've known people who've committed suicide, and it's not. It's never pleasant. It never. It leaves everybody around them in pain and sorrow. And our mom, the last 10, 15 years of her life, worked at a suicide prevention like hotline type of thing. And so she was able to help quite a few people through that process. And, I just kind of want to make a statement that, if you're in that position where you're lonely you feel like you don't matter, any of these feelings that you might be feeling, there are people to help. There are people that you can talk to. There is a whole community of people that would be willing to accept you with open arms. And ultimately, it just takes that first initial step to say, I have a problem.
And people don't assume that you do, because every time someone commits suicide, basically, the response almost always is, boy, I never thought they would.
Right.
You
And
know?
I wish I would have known,
Yeah.
And I mean, it is serious. And it's not a joke. I would absolutely set aside whatever I could to help someone, to talk them through, go get coffee with them, whatever that is. And I think it takes other people to have that same attitude, to say, you know what, I don't want those around me to go through that same hurt and that same pain. We saw throughout COVID, a lot of people have these thoughts and feelings. And I imagine, as crazy as the world is, that this thought is something that is prevalent in a lot of people. I don't think it's decreasing. I think it's probably only increasing.
Well, no, last year was the highest suicide rate ever.
And in places like Canada, it's becoming legalized. So I think 50,000 people legally committed suicide in Canada. And the reality is...
And the suicide numbers don't even reflect overdoses that essentially are suicides.
Correct.
Sometimes.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So here's the point is, if you have a problem, seek help. And, I'll speak for myself. I won't speak for anybody else in the room. But if that's you, I mean, send me a message, send me a text.
No,
let us know.
I echo that. Send Jason a text. I feel like that was...
No, that's good.
That was...
Yeah. But it's real.
No, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right.
And I just want to bring that up before September.
Because September is the month where...
Yeah, it's a month.
Okay.
So, anyways, sorry. I know that was kind of heavy.
That was heavy.
But
That's a show.
It's a show.
All right. Well, we'll end it there. This is Dan signing off for Jason, reminding everyone to keep your stick on the ice and never wear the blue sweats.
Sit, boo, boo, sit. Good dog.
I have spoken.